I'm the type of person I love to work super hard. You'll find me working 14-hour days, but then when I unplug, I'm having a ton of fun. Real estate is my passion. It's my love. I love being around people. I love looking at homes. I don't think I'll ever quit working, but eventually I would like to be able to have a little bit more freedom.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Second Half Chronicles podcast. I'm your host, Karami Olson. Today, my guest name is Maria DiMaggio-Hickman, and I want to welcome her. Let me tell you a little bit about her. So, with more than 20 years of guiding families on the path to their dream home, Maria DiMaggio-Hickman is a seasoned realtor with expertise in both real estate and mortgages since 2001. She has a passion for creating lasting legacies for families and is a firm believer in real estate's power to build generational wealth. Witnessing smiles when keys are handed over is Maria's true reward. Married for 25 years and a proud mom of 5, Maria understands the joys, anxieties, and aspirations of building a life that you love. Pivoting into her second half, Maria is here to share some of her secrets in doing just that. So today I'd like to welcome Maria DiMaggio-Hickman to Second Half Chronicles podcast. Hi, everyone. Okay, welcome to Second Half Chronicles podcast. I'm your host, Karami Olson, and I have Maria DiMaggio-Hickman with me here today. Hi, Maria.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for coming. So, I already did kind of a little intro for you, but tell us just a little bit about yourself.
Okay, well, let's see. I'm the type of person I love to work super hard. You'll find me working 14-hour days, but then when I unplug, I'm having a ton of fun. I think that a work hard, play hard balance is really, really important. I love my family. We do all sorts of family things, very much into sports, especially football, and my daughter's a competitive cheerleader. I don't know. Family is everything to me, and customer service is my number one thing. I pride myself on still having 5 stars, after 25 years of doing business. And I treat every client like I would want myself or my family to be treated. So, yeah.
Awesome. Okay. So I see you're coming on here. You've got the big Hollywood sunglasses going on.
Yes, girl, because I'm so bougie like that. No, it's because I'm in my second half of life and I have to get some things done sometimes. And, today was the appointment, and when I came out of there going, I can't let anyone see my eyes. So,
Well, thank you for coming on today anyway. Um, all
absolutely.
right. So let's see. Um, all right. So we're just going to get into it. So, talking about kind of a little bit more of our first half. So, as you know, this podcast is about kind of celebrating the second half of your lives. But before we get into your second half and all of that, talk about your first half. Do you have any influences in your first half that might help someone like early on, like pinpoint, like, oh, I should pay attention to that? But anyway, any influences that were positive or helpful or supportive to you in your first half?
So, my biggest influence in my first half was my father. We come from a family of entrepreneurs, and my dad was he passed away in 2009, but he was somebody who just did it right. He was a servant leader type of person. He wasn't flashy. He made a lot of money, but you would never know it by looking at him. He had nice things, but he wasn't over the top with nice things. And so he really taught me a lot about just running a business and then taking what you have earned in your hard work and applying it to your life to enjoy it, but not to the point where you're in debt or you're working for that particular
Mm-hmm.
thing. And those were kind of the biggest things that I took from him was just his entrepreneurial spirit that he put out, and teaching me a lot about money and finances. And he was probably the biggest influence because just looking at him, and then my mom also owned her own business, and my brothers own their
Oh
own
my goodness.
business, and they're 16 and 12 years older than I am. So they were like adults almost by the time I was born. So I got to watch my entire immediate family just, be entrepreneurs, and how did they do it? And you looked at the bad things some of them did and said, okay, I'm not doing that. And you looked at the great things they did and you said, okay, I'm going to incorporate that. So I think being the youngest, I was able to really watch that and kind of put it all into my life. But number one, I will say, is my dad for sure.
Oh, I love that. You really had some firsthand knowledge, and some, going into this, huh? As an adult. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it was, I mean, it was
Nice.
great. I definitely had a lot of great influences.
Awesome. And it's nice as a young person to kind of look for those, even if it's not in your immediate family. If you find someone who does something that you like, kind of cling to them and kind of maybe follow after them what they're doing. So anyway,
Yeah, and I think the people of this generation have it a little bit easier too because of social media. You can follow people, get free advice and all of
right,
that from social media, which is really cool. I mean, we didn't have that when I was growing up in my first half,
right,
so.
right. Oh, that's actually, you're right about that. Okay, so what are you currently focusing on, career or personal? What are you currently focusing on right now?
So, my life is kind of interesting. So I started off in real estate and mortgages here in Las Vegas, and that was 23 years ago. And I did both. I did real estate and mortgages. And then when my husband and I started having a family, real estate was really hard to do because you have to be out all the time around people, and I wanted to be home with the kids. So I put real estate to the side and started just doing mortgages. That was it. And I was able to raise my kids and work, make a decent living while raising the kids and being at home all the time, making my own schedule, which is great. So we've moved back to Vegas, and my youngest is 13. It's so much easier now that they're older and can take care of themselves. So now, right now, I'm focusing on building back up my real estate business. I'm still doing mortgages, but I really want to get the real estate business back up and running because real estate is my passion. It's my love. I love being around people. I love looking at homes. I love writing contracts. I love negotiating. I love all of real estate. And so now I am really taking a deep dive, starting a year and a half ago, just really focusing on marketing real estate and kind of just letting mortgages happen naturally, but not really pushing that. And then getting more so in with real estate. So that's where I'm at right
How
now.
fun! So you get to kind of get back into your passion. Not that we're out of it completely, but just really focus on it. And
Exactly. Yeah.
for our younger listeners, you said something a second ago. You said your youngest is 13. You said now
Yes.
now it's a little easier. You can do it. Sometimes I think, and tell me if you agree, when you're a young parent and they're just small and they need all this attention and it's years and years of this, you almost feel like you're never going to get out of that time. Even though you
Yeah.
love
And
them.
and you lose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
And I feel like you lose yourself in those
that's
years too.
exactly. So
Yeah, you get so wrapped up. No, you're fine. You just get so wrapped up into motherhood and that you forget who you are and what your passions are. And I don't know. I mean, yes, I went through it because at one time I had 5 kids under the age of 6
yeah.
in the house
Oh
at
my
one time. So
yes. So, yeah, speaking to
yeah,
our young
it's
parents out
nuts.
there, our young mothers, you'll get through it, and the other side is beautiful. It's really fun. So just keep going.
Absolutely.
Okay, so where do you see yourself going in your second half? As you kind of just started pivoting, I think, into your second half. I would say, unless you feel different. But where do you see
Yeah.
yourself going, career or personal or whatnot?
Yeah, so I plan on really hitting the pavement, grinding for probably the next 10, 15 years. I feel like I have that in
Yeah.
me. I don't think I'll ever retire because I just love working. It's part of who I am and what I'm about. So I don't think I'll ever quit working, but eventually I would like to be able to have a little bit more freedom and being able to travel and probably have grandkids by then and be able to be the best grandmother in the world, spoiling them, taking them places and traveling. So I figure if I spend the next 10, 15 years really grinding, really working hard, I'll be able to really enjoy that latter part of my life and with my family, my
Oh,
grandkids.
awesome, awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, so tell me a little bit about just before we, because I have these wrap up sentence finishers, but I don't want to get to those yet. So just tell me a little bit about what you focus on as far as real estate goes. Are there any specific types of part of real estate that you focus on here in Las Vegas, or are you nationwide or anything like that?
So with mortgages, I'm nationwide. I can lend in all 50 states. But with real estate, I'm just licensed here in Nevada. And I mainly focus residential and purchases. So I don't do a whole lot of rentals, although I'll do them if somebody needs them. But I mostly focus on residential purchases. And pretty much Las Vegas, Summerlin, Henderson, those are my main areas that I work in. I don't do a whole lot in North Las Vegas. I do have some homes that I've sold there, but I mainly focus kind of on Las Vegas, Summerlin, Henderson, like curve. Take the 215 up and down.
Oh, okay. I love it. Okay. So here we are. I don't know if you had a chance to look at these sentence finishers, but these are kind of my go-to for the show. So
I love it.
this one is, and I want you to finish this sentence, okay? The world needs to realize that those in their second half are
Freaking awesome and fun.
I know.
We're so much fun. I think I'm more fun than some teenagers and some kids in their 20s. I can do it up better than they can. So you don't lose that.
I don't mean to count anyone out, but my brother's like, these teenagers are so boring. They think we're boring, but they're so boring. They're just like, nothing to do.
They're like this. They're like this.
I know. Poor guys.
And we're like, let's go dance.
I've been reading. Apparently, that is not their fault. They're born with that in their hand, and they're addicted to the phones. So anyway, even though we all
So
scroll and we
sad.
all do it, but I don't know. So anyway, I love them, but we are fun.
Yeah,
Freaking fun.
we are.
Okay, to finish this sentence, I'd like to tell everyone in their first half to.
Oh my gosh. Live under your means, because when you have financial freedom going into your second half, it is so worth all the stupid little sacrifices you made in your first half to be able to have that freedom. So just live beneath your means if you can.
Yeah. The ordering Postmates and stuff these days. My friend my age just had a conversation with her daughter, who the daughter is 23, and the daughter was like, "Oh my gosh, we can't order Postmates." And she's like, "You know what? One day we looked in the cupboard and we had like spaghetti noodles, and I don't even know if they had sauce. You know what I mean? I don't know." She just said, "And that's what we ate that night." And you just kind of learn to do these things, and it's okay. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
yes, because it will pay off. And I'm telling you, like, financial freedom in the second half is so much sweeter than financial freedom in the first half, because you are so much more mature, you're wiser, you just do things that are memories instead of like junk stuff that just is here today, gone tomorrow. And so, have the money later on in life. Who cares about if sacrificing in the first half?
That's really, really good. Okay, so this last sentence finisher, finish this one. Hands down, in my second half, I will.
Oh, be a rock star. I'm gonna definitely. I'll make more money in my second half. I'll have more fun in my second half, and I will definitely travel more in my second half. It's gonna be the best half for sure.
I'm so excited.
100%.
Awesome. Okay, so where can people find you? Do you have an online presence?
The best. Yeah, this is another thing I kind of struggle with too. Like, I know I need to be on social media more, but it's like finding that balance. I have a love-hate relationship with social media. The biggest platform I'm on most of the time is Instagram, and that is realtor_in_Vegas. So realtor in Vegas with the underscore separating the words. And then that's like probably the most. I don't really enjoy Facebook that much, and definitely not Snapchat or anything like that. Right. So yeah, Instagram is the best place, or just call me, good old fashioned phone call. Just give me a call. My number's all over on all my social media, on my website. So just call me.
We'll put your Instagram in the show notes for sure, so it's there. But I like to have it out there verbally too, the way you just did. That was perfect. And well, thank you for joining me. I know this was quick today, and thank you for jumping on, even though you had that procedure and talking about our second half. I think this conversation will be inspirational to at least one person out there, if not a bunch. So anyway,
I hope so.
Thank you, Maria, and live boldly, everyone. Love, Caramy and Maria. We'll see you. Hey there, we're super excited to announce the release of our interactive journal. It's on Amazon. It's called My Second Half Chronicles Journal. You can find it if you just type that onto Amazon. It comes with several pages of discovery exercises with a bunch of journal prompts, 200 writing pages. So the owner can go through a series of exercises. They can write about their second half. They can kind of rediscover themselves, find their inner child. And it's an amazing gift book for someone who might have everything, and they're living in their second half. So check it out on Amazon. Thanks. Thank you so much for listening today. Please show some love to all of us at Second Half Chronicles by giving us a follow or subscribing, and please share an episode with a friend. It would mean the world. Until next time, live boldly, love Jeremy.